It's Thursday, November 27th.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The city of Ottawa moves to buy a private landfill in the East End, but details are sparse and residents are frustrated.
If you look around, you can see a lot of the attention to detail that we will be bringing back to the space and maintaining the preservation of it.
We get a look inside the rehabilitation project underway on Parliament Hill.
This is gonna work. Yeah, it better work. It's not like we're conspicuous or anything.
And the final season of one of the biggest shows on Netflix, has been released, but the hype briefly caused the streamer to crash out overnight.
Your Morning Ottawa starts right now.
Good morning. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edette.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I was trying not to, as I looked at that, I was trying not to look because Stranger Things came out last night, but it was an 8 p.m. release.
Oh, no.
I'm already in bed. I know that we're huge fans, but I couldn't stay up, so I'm trying to avoid it at all costs.
You don't want to have, the spoiler, right?
Yeah, that's right. But then it's Thanksgiving football all day today, so
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Did you end up staying up past your bedtime?
I am making this a weekend event.
Yeah.
I am going to hold off. It's going to be really hard. I'm not going to look, not going to take a peek until the weekend and
Don't
just
go online,
chill.
because already I've seen spoiler alerts everywhere online, so you really have to scroll quickly so you don't get.
Okay, so we're saying, so pinky promise, we're not going to watch it. We're not going to talk about it.
There you go.
Pinky promise, we're not going to watch it. We're not going to talk about it. That is an agreement that all of you are now a part of.
There you go.
All right, right to our news headlines. The city is one step closer to owning a new private landfill. Council has decided to move forward with a bid to purchase the East End site, but the details are sparse, protected by an NDA.
And I realize how frustrating this is. I've been in your situation. I get it. But I got to do my job, and I got to stick to a non-disclosure agreement.
Everything about this stinks, unfortunately, and it makes it hard for everybody on council. We're all trying to, understand and navigate a process that's really unique and rare, and one that we haven't really done before.
The landfill is located on Boundary Road near the 417. Area residents say that it is the talk of the town.
So we've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The 475-acre site is up for sale and already has all the permits required to operate as a dump. The city's current landfill at Trail Road will be at capacity in 10 to 15 years.
U.S. President is calling for sweeping immigration changes after a daylight shooting in the Capitol left 2 National Guard members in critical condition. The attack happened blocks from the White House. 2 members of the National Guard were shot while patrolling the streets in what authorities are calling a targeted ambush. Video shows police and the Guard nearby tackling the suspect to the ground.
We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden. If they can't love our country, we don't want them.
Donald Trump has ordered an additional 500 members of the National Guard to this capital city.
In Hong Kong, police have arrested 3 men on suspicion of manslaughter in connection with the region's deadliest fire in years. At least 55 people have been killed, with about 279 still missing. Thick smoke continues to pour out of the complex in the Tai Po district, a northern suburb near the border with the mainland. Firefighters have been fighting to control the flames since mid-afternoon Wednesday when the fire started and then spread across 7 of the complex's 8 buildings. About 900 people were evacuated to temporary shelters overnight.
Charges are pending against a Quebec company after one of its vehicles had a tire come off while driving on the 417. It happened Tuesday near Panmure Road. Police say the bolts on the tire were torqued too tightly, causing the bolts to become stripped and the tire to come off. No one was injured, but police say this is a common occurrence during tire swap season.
A tire had come off the back of a pickup truck that was hauling a trailer with a bobcat on it. Thankfully, the tire didn't go too far and no other vehicles were struck and nobody was injured. If you're traveling at a high speed and the tire flies off, it can be extremely dangerous. We have seen fatalities in the past, tires flying through windshields of oncoming vehicles.
Tire shops say it is important to re-torque your tires after a tire swap. This should be done about 100 kilometers after the tires are put on.
A warning to drivers, it will likely be another weekend of traffic gridlock on Highway 417. Crews will be working to repair a water main valve located on the highway around the Vanier Parkway. Starting Friday night at 9:30, 3 westbound lanes will be closed between the Vanier Parkway and the Nicholas Street off-ramp. Both westbound off-ramps from the Vanier Parkway to the Queensway will also be closed. Everything is set to reopen, though, on Monday morning. The University of Ottawa says there are no bedbug infestations on campus. Posts on Reddit and other social media platforms claimed bedbugs were found in libraries, dorms, and study spaces at the university in recent weeks. In a statement to CTV, a spokesperson said the school was aware of those posts and investigated each location, but found no confirmed cases of bedbugs. In September, there were 3 confirmed cases, but they were quickly resolved.
The Ottawa Charge picked up their first win of the year.
Paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
There you go, Brianne Jenner with the team's first goal of the season. A dominant performance from the Charge. They take down the brand new Vancouver Golden Eyes 5-1. But after recent comments from the team's leadership group about arena size, some fans voiced their concerns.
It's pretty sad that they have to leave.
Obviously, we want to see them stay and play right here. The atmosphere, the crowd atmosphere is amazing. Was here for the home opener. Saturday night, we had almost 7,500 crowd. We need a rink that these girls can play in.
Last week, the PWHL's leadership told reporters playing at a smaller arena planned for Lansdowne 2.0 was one option that is not on the table.
An Ottawa Valley woman and her young son helped save an injured bald eagle.
You see them from a distance, you see them in flight, and they look incredible. But seeing them up close, their eyes, and just how intelligent they are, it's something that I'll never forget, for sure.
So the 2 stepped in after seeing a call for help online from Safe Wings Ottawa. The bird, affectionately named Charlie, is now in the hands of the Owl Foundation, a specialized rehab center where she'll get some x-rays.
She's believed to have been injured in a territorial dispute, sustaining injuries to her wing and hip.
I love that they came to the rescue there.
Yeah.
That's so fun. And you always see the stories when they do that. It's like the little birds and stuff. That's fun. No, not little bird. We're up in the game a little bit. They still need help too.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I'm scared of birds, as we know.
Oh,
so
yeah, I can
forget.
Melissa's like, okay, move it along here.
Talk about it.
Well, it's a very windy day in the forecast for us. In some areas, sealing special weather statements because it is going to be so windy. For us here in Ottawa, we're expecting some intense winds, but not nearly as bad as it will be down south of us. Gusting 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour out of the southwest. So we will see some stronger winds, mainly throughout your early morning hours. That's when we will see more intense winds this morning. By late this afternoon, you can see they start to calm down slightly. It will be very windy along areas in the Seaway as well. And then for areas down in Belleville, Kingston area, you actually have a special weather statement in effect because of these intense winds. So you're going to see winds gusting up to 80 kilometers an hour. So much stronger winds down in areas along the 401, and also expecting lots of snow on the way in those areas as well. For us here in Ottawa today, we will see mix of sun and cloud this morning, a chance of scattered flurries throughout the day ahead. We are expecting some snow. It looks like later on this afternoon into your evening hours, so on your drive home is when we can really see that snow. And about 2 centimeters in total is what we could see later on this evening into your overnight. And it will kind of linger, so some flurries as we head into Friday. Saturday will clear up, nice and sunny, but it's going to be cold from tomorrow mainly, right through until next week. So we have a couple of very cold days in the forecast for us. Right now sitting at 1 degree here in the city, so not too bad temperature-wise. Temperatures today very average, sitting at 3 into the afternoon, and we're going to see a mixture, some sunshine, some cloud coverage, very intense winds, and a few flurries, then snow later on in the day. So a little mixture of everything in the forecast for us today. A high of 3 degrees, so very average for this time of the year, similar throughout the region, 2 in Trenton, 3 in Kingston, 0 in Bancroft for today, 3 along the Seaway, out in the valley sitting at 1 for for your daytime high, 0 in Mont Tremblant. So over the next 7 days, a real mixture of everything, but much colder temps on the way for a few days. 3 degrees today, -3 tonight. Again, 2 centimeters of snow, mainly late this evening into your overnight. Into your day tomorrow, could see some lingering flurries, but nothing as bad as Toronto and areas in Barrie where they're expecting intense snow throughout the next couple of days. -1 for tomorrow. As we head into the weekend, beautiful for Saturday, sunny, but staying cold. -1 is your high, overnight dropping all the way down to -10. So chilly overnight Saturday. Sunday's a day we could see some mix. We could see some rain in the morning. We could see snow in the afternoon, and we could see 5 to 10 centimeters of snow in the forecast for us on Sunday. As we head into next week, you could see temperatures below seasonal, below that freezing mark throughout most of the work week. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your time saver traffic. It is smooth sailing on all your major routes. No collisions to report this hour. Now let's check out your TSN must-see moment.
Hello there, Matt Scooby with you inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Wednesday. For that, we will head to Anaheim, where the Canucks were taking on the Ducks. Brock Besser going to chase down the loose puck and find Connor Garland, and he does the rest. Undressing the defender and Peter Mrazek for a beautiful goal. Garland stick handling in a phone booth. A little dangle. His 6th of the season. He earns your must-see moment from Wednesday. Well, today on TSN, it's American Thanksgiving, so we've got a full slate of NFL action starting with the Packers and Lions at 11 a.m. Eastern on TSN 1 and 4. And that's it from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
Well, coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, a federal facelift. We'll take a look at some progress being made on the decade-long rehabilitation project right on Parliament Hill. But before we do that, we're going to take a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Skycam, and temperatures cut in half from what we saw yesterday. Still a little bit of a messy mix before those temperatures get very cold into the weekend and snowfall arrives. Stay with us, everybody. We got a great show prepared for you on this Thursday.
Join us next week as we highlight the local charities that support our community.
Live Local Giving Week on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Brought to you in part by Kelly Funeral Homes and Capital Funeral Home and Cemetery.
Walmart Canada is so proud to support Troy Mountain. This is the season for giving, and every child deserves to have a great holiday. Bring a new unwrapped Troy or donate at troymountain.ca. Walmart and Troy Mountain, helping families this holiday season.
Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. The City of Ottawa is considering buying a private landfill in the East End, but details are sparse, and residents say the process stinks. 3 people have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter in Hong Kong after a major fire that has killed at least 55 people. It will likely be another weekend of gridlock for drivers. 3 westbound lanes on the 417 near the Vanier Parkway will be closed for water main work. Your full newscast is in 15 minutes, but first, a check on the forecast.
So temperatures today aren't going to be what we saw yesterday, climbing up to beyond 7. Today, a high of 3 degrees, still cloudy with a chance for some mixed precipitation as we kind of hover right above that freezing mark line. So a little bit messy over the next couple of days, but temperatures are about to get pretty cool, especially overnight into the weekend. So we'll take the warmer temperatures while they're here. And out on your roads on this hour, nothing major to report. No slowdowns or collisions at this current time. We'll be sure to follow it throughout the morning for you, but smooth sailing as of now. From heritage preservation to a modern earthquake-proof foundations, the decade-long rehabilitation of Parliament remains the country's largest construction site. And tonight, CTV's Tyler Fleming takes you inside, yesterday actually, for a look at work happening at Centre Block.
From outside, scaffolds and cranes aside, the Centre Block of Canada's Parliament looks familiar. To know the depths of its restoration, you have to step inside. Starting 2 stories below, the old foundation is being dug out and replaced with an advanced earthquake-proof system.
The whole load of the building, all the way up from the very top, right down here, it's all been coming down through, transferred onto the steel beams, onto the steel piles, all the way down.
Above ground, work has begun to restore around 50 rooms to architect John A. Pearson's original post-1916 fire designs, like the Salon La Francophonie.
Senators would meet here after the session ended.
Once a smoking room, that's long gone, but its cathedral-like designs preserved.
If you look around, you can see a lot of the attention to detail that we will be bringing back to the space and maintaining the preservation of it.
A priority for the project is to source as much Canadian materials and labor as possible.
It means a lot to us.
Helping to restore woodwork, Indigenous-owned company R. Potvin Construction.
To add to the Indigenous community, bring it to light that we're here and available to learn and grow and be part of the whole system, you know.
When complete, the building will look as it always did, but high-tech modern systems behind the walls will ensure it lasts for generations to come. And buried out front, a new visitor center with classrooms, a theater, and cafe.
It will allow Canadians new and a transformed visitor experience of ways to connect with Parliament.
As the project moves into the next phase, its cost, originally around $5 billion, will soon be reassessed.
Once we're able to price out the design that's just been completed, we're able to reset and re-baseline.
In 2026, all of the center block's exterior, including the Peace Tower, will be covered up until the project's near full completion around 2031. Tyler Fleming, CTV News.
An expert panel is calling on the Ontario government to tighten its definition of what counts as an e-bike in an attempt to improve safety and reduce the number of fatal crashes. Why don't we check in right now with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on 580 CFRA for his thoughts. Good morning to you, Bill.
Morning, Rosie. Yeah, I thought this review is very interesting, the report, because I've been an advocate for a long time. We've talked about it as well, that if it has a motor of some kind, you should have to have a license. And I know people say, well, what about kids who want to use e-bikes? Kids can pedal. We pedaled. They'll be fine. That's okay. E-bikes are great. They get people who might not be quite as fit, people who may have injuries or whatever, getting a little older. They can get out there and get some exercise pedaling to assist the e-bike along. So I think it's great, but I do think we need licensing. This report, though, shows that licensing is not going to be enough. It's going to be a regulation at the manufacturing side, because the half dozen or so deaths they looked at here, what an interesting and frightening pattern it shows. There were mostly middle-aged men who had suspended driver's licenses and some kinds of drugs or alcohol in their systems when they died. And it looked like the e-bikes had been modified so that you don't have to pedal. In effect, they turned them into motorcycles, probably because they'd lost their driver's licenses. So they were making it into a motorized vehicle and using it accordingly, but not in the ways that you can legally. First of all, they probably shouldn't have been on them at all if they had been suspended from their driver's license. So I think we really need to look hard, as the report suggests, at how we manufacture them and how we regulate the ones that are coming into the country, because these are very dangerous and really heavy bikes that can kill people, including not just the riders, but people who are hit by them.
Yeah, you know what, Bill, I 100% agree with you. If you're in Toronto, it's like dodge the e-bike. On the sidewalk, they're there because they're on the sidewalk for a moment, and then they get off into the bike lane, which they are not supposed to be in. They're supposed to be on the road.
In and out and all over the place. And some of them are obviously modified.
Yes.
And they're being used like motorcycles. I went to a soccer game in Toronto, and you could see these massive e-bikes that had driven right up along the sidewalks in huge crowds of people and tied up outside the stadium. I mean, that's just an accident waiting to happen, isn't it?
Absolutely. I agree. Licensing for the e-bike riders, and as well, you got to go through the pipeline from the manufacturer as well, so it cannot be modified. Agree with you right there, Bill. Bill, have a great show.
You too.
Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we are talking Black Friday and what deals we are on the hunt for this weekend. That is just ahead. We can't wait for that. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa at 6:21.
back, everybody. Today on Your Morning Ottawa, we are asking for your comments on Black Friday. What are you looking for? What's those discounts that you're looking to go probably above 25%? Because come on, we need that 40, 50% to make it real Black Friday. Let us know your thoughts. Email us yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. I'll start with the two of you. Is there anything you got your eyes peeled for?
Christmas presents.
Yes.
You know, I can't say too much because I think my kids are watching. They usually watch at this hour. But yes, I am on the deal. I'm on the hunt for some Christmas presents, some good deals. I know exactly what I want. I just have to find it.
Got it.
So, can't give too much away, but that's the main thing I'm looking for this weekend.
Write it down.
And clothes, yes, the clothes.
Right?
You know, like I always like getting a good discount on clothes.
I love this time of year for that.
It's probably a shocker to many that I love to shop. So have overflowed our closet in our main room, and then I have a full closet room, spare bedroom that I'm currently kind of flooding to, so I maybe got to stop on that, but yeah, I love shopping for clothes.
That's why the Saint Laurent ambassadorship is such a perfect fit for you, isn't it?
I love fashion, I love shopping, I love clothes. It's great.
Rosie, what do you got your eye on?
So, okay, I know it sounds like, oh, it's just all about Rosie, but I am a Leo, so, you know, that's kind of normal. So, I'm looking for shoes, makeup, and hair care products. Remember we talked about that for big Black Friday sales? Because, yes, I have a niece and nephews, but I feel like I'm known as Moneybags auntie, right? I just give money to the parents, and then they go out and they find the deals. I'm like, here, take the money, you go shop for your kids. You know what I mean?
The rich auntie.
There you go.
The rich auntie.
There you go. Will?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, like some Christmas gifts and stuff, more for my nieces and nephews, but nothing too crazy. Like gym clothes is usually something I'll look at too, because they're like 50, 60% off about like the old stuff. So I'll stock up on those. But I think that we know when our name pops up there, what we call a super. I think we need to say that to Moneybags Auntie Rosie Edda now. I think that's what needs to go up there.
Just like
a little graphic we can get made.
All right, we're going to be hearing from you later in the show. What are you looking for on Black Friday? What kind of deals are you searching for? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. And we will be right back with so much more. It is 6:27 on your Thursday.
The magic of the holidays is here, and this year the need is greater than ever.
Let's ensure every child in our community feels the joy with CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain.
Together with the Salvation Army, we can help spread cheer and make a child's wish come true.
Drop off any new unwrapped toy to the designated drop-off locations or make a monetary donation online.
For all the details, visit toymountain.ca, presented by Donnelly Automotive Group.
On your Thursday, I'm Rosie Edda.
Rosie, Money Auntie Edda.
Moneybags. Moneybags.
I love that.
There you go.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
I love that.
We're talking about gifts and Black Friday sales, and I was saying, nah, I'm not buying any gifts for the niece and nephews. Giving them money.
But I was saying, as a parent, I really appreciate that so much, because then you can get what they need, or the necessities, or something they don't have, as opposed to getting 3 of the same gift and the plastic toys, the noisy ones, the little pieces that are everywhere, and you're like just looking at it like, oh,
thanks a lot for that toy. Didn't really want it. So I'm thinking about the parents. There you go.
I appreciate you.
Cash always works as a gift.
It does.
All right, right to our news headlines. The city is officially in the running to buy a private landfill in the East End. Council deciding to move forward with the bidding process, but the details are sparse due to a non-disclosure agreement. And residents, well, everyone's talking about the dump.
We don't want this here, mainly because of our kids, our families, all the families coming here. They're growing up in this neighborhood. We don't need this. It's just wrong. It doesn't belong in a neighborhood.
You're going to put a dump in it? It just doesn't make sense. We've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
Pretty much the dump has been the main topic around any activity out here lately.
No surprise there. No votes were taken during the closed-door session at Council. Staff were only told to move forward with the next steps. The mayor has previously said it is within the city's best interest that they own the dump.
The suspect connected to the shootings of 2 National Guard members near the White House has now been named.
The reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training.
The 2 West Virginia Guard members were on patrol when they were shot. Authorities are calling this a targeted ambush. Both Guard members remain in critical condition. The suspect has been named as Rabinullah Lakinwal. He arrived in the U.S. in 2021 under an asylum program aimed at protecting Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. President Donald Trump is now calling for all immigration requests from Afghanistan to be suspended. As a significant winter storm moves into the area this weekend, Environment Canada introduced a new color-coded weather system. Yellow will indicate hazardous weather, which may cause damage and impact health. Orange signals severe weather causing significant damage and health impacts, while red warns of very dangerous and possibly life-threatening weather with potential for extreme damage.
A warning to drivers, it will likely be another weekend of traffic gridlock on the highway of 417. Crews will be working to repair a water main valve located on the highway around the Vanier Parkway. That starts Friday night at 9:30. 3 westbound lanes will be closed between the Vanier Parkway and the Nicholas Street off-ramp. Both westbound off-ramps from the Vanier Parkway to the Queensway will also be closed. Everything, though, is set to reopen on Monday morning. The City of Ottawa is looking to build housing in a section of green space known as the People's Park in Old Ottawa East. A report by city staff recommends council declare 5 parcels of city-owned land as surplus, including part of this green space on Lees Avenue. The city says the 5 properties could accommodate 400 to 500 new housing units, with affordable housing set to be prioritized.
OC Transpo is exploring the use of artificial intelligence to help with crime prevention measures. But as the system gets smarter, there are concerns about how privacy will impact rider safety. OC Transpo says for now they are exploring the idea of integrating real-time detection AI on their existing security cameras already in use. But some experts are concerned over a lack of clarity on how any data and images are collected and stored and what's being done to protect transit users' privacy.
The fact that all of your movements are going to be captured and retained, who knows where, for how long, is it going to be encrypted? I doubt it. These are some of the issues, the questions that have to be raised.
Once any plans are finalized, OC Transpo will provide an update in their annual report to councillors on the Transit Committee.
Oh, the Ottawa Charge picked up their first win of the year.
Paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
Listen to that crowd. Brianne Jenner with the team's first goal of the season. A dominant performance from the Charge. They take down the brand new Vancouver Golden Eyes 5-1. But after recent comments from the team's leadership group about the arena size, some fans are starting to voice their concerns.
I want us to keep this team. I want us to keep having this. I don't know if they're going to leave somewhere else in the city or if they're going to have to leave somewhere else entirely, but it's sad.
So last week, the PWHL's leadership told reporters playing at a smaller arena planned for Lansdowne 2.0 was one option that is not on the table.
The Ottawa Senators defeated the Golden Knights in a shootout last night, and the team received more good news earlier in the day. The captain will be back for tomorrow's game.
It's only fitting. Thanksgiving, just excited to be in St. Louis, have all the boys, the trainers to mom and dads.
So you are having the whole team.
Whole team. The no contact jerseys coming off.
Brady Tkachuk announced he plans to be back in the lineup tomorrow when the Sens play the Blues in St. Louis. He shared the news on his Wingmen podcast with his brother and fellow NHLer Matthew. The Sens captain was injured during the home opener against Nashville last month.
A popular Ottawa brewery is opening a permanent brick-and-mortar location in the heart of downtown.
But the biggest aspect is, that, as crazy as it sounds, there's no liquor store right downtown. So customers can come in, buy some beer from our brewery, as well as a lot of Ontario craft breweries, and some unique wines that you won't find in the LCBO.
The owner of Kitchissippi Beer Company has been operating pop-up spot in a vacant Spark Street storefront for 2 years. that is now becoming a permanent location.
Right on. The Commons will be a drinks first venue serving beer, wine, snacks, and coffee. And I love that it's going to be local breweries that you can't find at the LCBO, because if you've got like a taste for some of those local breweries, it's really hard to find that. So it's awesome that there'll be a location permanently now for that.
Yay, and Spark Street bringing some more, vitality to that area. Very happy about that. That is definitely good news altogether. And I'm wondering if there's good news as far as the weather is concerned, Melissa.
Depends what you're looking for. If you like colder temperatures, you might like what we have in store for you.
Okay.
Today's not so bad. It will be more average for this time of the year. We're expecting some rain. It's very windy out there this morning. Into your afternoon, could see some flurries. Just a little bit of sunshine today, but this week is definitely looking colder, which will continue in through next week. So we are dealing with these intense winds right now. Winds gusting out of the southwest, 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour for us here in Ottawa. And you can see as the day progresses, the winds will calm down. Areas out in Hawkesbury, Cornwall, you're expecting those intense winds as well throughout the afternoon. But then Kingston, Belleville, you actually have a special weather statement in effect, as you could see winds gusting 70 to 80 kilometers an hour this morning, which will continue into your early afternoon. So keep that in mind if you are traveling anywhere today. For us in the forecast this morning, we could see some rain mixed in with some wet snow. So there is a chance of a few light flurries out there this morning mixed in with some rain. We'll just have to wait and see if we see that. About a 40% chance, but then around 3 p.m., that's when we're expecting some snow. Temperatures will drop down slightly, and we are expecting some snow throughout the late afternoon into your evening, and we could see about 2 centimeters of accumulation. So some fresh snow on your drive home. That will continue into the overnight and into your day tomorrow. Again, another day we could see some scattered flurries in the forecast. Temperature sitting at 1 to start off your morning, so not too bad temperature-wise, but it won't warm up too much from where we're sitting already this morning. So the drive-in should be okay. It's the drive home that could be a little bit slippery, as we are expecting some snow. Looks like starting around 3 p.m. later on this afternoon. Our forecast highs for today: 3 degrees in Ottawa, so that's just a little bit above seasonal. Normals around 2 degrees for this time of the year. 3 in Kemptville, Brockville, Cornwall. 0 for Bancroft. 1 is the daytime high in the valley. 0 is also the high over in Mont-Tremblant. So over the next couple of days is what you can see, but definitely some colder weather on the way. Today's high 3 degrees, overnight dropping to -3, and again, a little mixture of some rain mixing with some flurries this morning. Not a lot of sunshine for us today, but we are expecting more snow on the way starting around 3 p.m., continuing into your evening. Into your day tomorrow, a little bit colder, a high of only -1. We could see some scattered flurries in the morning for Black Friday. Then as we head into the weekend, unfortunately, it's going to stay cold. -1 for Saturday, beautiful and sunny. Overnight, dropping all the way down to -10. So chilly overnight Saturday for us. Sunday, we'll warm up slightly. Seasonal temperatures, we are expecting some rain. We could even see some snow. So it looks like snow late in the day, especially into the overnight evening hours as temperatures fall to -4. We could see upwards of 5 to 10 centimeters, which means fresh snow for your drive-in on Monday morning. And next week, look at that, temperatures staying very cold.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
Eastbound on the 417, seeing minor congestion now beginning at the 416 split right through until Maitland.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
And coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, a new report estimates growth of health expenditures in Canada will increase by 4.2% in 2025. We'll dig into the story with CTV's Scott Hurst coming up in just a moment. First, we're taking a peek outside through our sky cam, and nothing too crazy to report at this current time. Still waiting for that sunrise. Temperatures, though, still a little bit cooler than yesterday before the true cold arrives. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. The City of Ottawa is considering buying a private landfill in the East End, but details are sparse and residents say the process stinks. 3 people have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter in Hong Kong after a major fire that has killed at least 55 people. It will likely be another weekend of gridlock for drivers. 3 westbound lanes on the 417 near the Vanier Parkway will be closed for water main work.
In our forecast, not a bad looking day for us today. We will see seasonal conditions for the afternoon, a daytime high of 3 degrees. We're sitting at 1 right now, just dealing with these strong winds. So we're seeing southwest winds gusting 50 up to 50 kilometers an hour today, 30 to 50 kilometers an hour. So windy day in the forecast. We could see a mixture of some rain mixed in with some flurries, snow into the late part of your afternoon. Flurries for tomorrow and colder, high of only -1. The sun is out on Saturday, but temps will stay cold, staying with a daytime high again of -1. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your time saver traffic. Just starting to see some volume build. If you are heading eastbound on the 417, it's a little slow from the 416 split in through downtown this morning.
Well, a new report estimates growth of health expenditures in Canada will increase by 4.2% in 2025, and it's projected to reach $399 billion. CTV News correspondent Scott Hurst joins us more to talk about this. Good morning to you, Scott.
Good morning, Will.
So a new report from the Canadian Institute for Health Research says that health spending is expected to exceed economic growth. How are inflation as well as a population increase driving public sector spending?
Yeah, well, so healthcare spending is rising as the new report detailing health spending in Canada, as you mentioned, points to inflation really driving health spending, emphasizing the need for innovation ultimately in how care is delivered, not just more money. 2025 healthcare spending is projected to reach $399 billion, up just over 4% from the new report from the Canadian Institute for Health Information, pointing to inflationary pressure, population growth, and an aging population as putting the most pressure on spending. So as the report points out, in the current environment, simply boosting spending is increasingly difficult. And it's not just about throwing money at the problem, meaning spending alone cannot address the challenges impacting patients and care providers. So as a surgeon prides themselves on precision, investments in healthcare need to be made where they can truly make a difference. With innovation, spending alone will not address the challenges well.
And you know, Scott, when you look at that graph and you think about from the smallest to the largest groups, where are we seeing healthcare funding being spent the most?
Yeah, if we could bring up that graph once again, it really kind of lays out where spending is made across the country. The major areas of spending include, as you see right there, hospitals eating up the largest chunk by far, at about 26% of total health expenditures in 2025. Hospital spending is projected to grow by 4% this year as well, as employee compensation remains the single largest expense for Canadian hospitals, accounting for nearly 2/3 of all hospital costs. And as you see right there, it's followed by physicians at just under 14% and drug expenditures at about 13%. Those are all expected to represent more than 50% of total health spending in Canada. Well,
yeah, I'm sure no surprise to so many people that the cost just keeps going up in so many sectors. But appreciate your time this morning, Scott.
Thanks, Will.
On today's show, we asked you, what are you looking for on Black Friday? What kind of deals are you hunting for? And here's what you had to say. Will.
Elaine says, I'm going to buy a new winter coat and a lazy boy recliner. Oh, a little to me from me.
Oh, yeah, I love
nice.
that. Absolutely. Bill says, will not be purchasing anything for Black Friday. No money.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Exactly.
If you don't have the budget for it, we get it. Absolutely.
And if you don't need anything, too. A lot of times I find you go on sale and you buy things you don't necessarily need just because it's on sale. So good for you, Bill.
Yeah. Brandy says, I think I will look for some deals on some jewelry for Christmas gifts.
Okay. I love that.
Richard says, I'm looking for a nice pair of waterproof shoes. Now, those would be very good over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, very handy for the weekend as well. Hopefully you find them earlier than later. Marjorie says, I do not like the concept of Black Friday. Is it a gimmick for shoppers? I hope shoppers will be doing the right thing by the cashiers.
Okay, and Debbie says, I'm looking for a portable air conditioner for next summer. Another item is a drip coffee maker. Mine was making such scary noises again this morning. I left the room.
I love that.
Oh, no.
But you did it because you need the coffee, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Demon coffee machine. That's not good.
All right, we're going to be hearing from you later in the show. We're asking, what are you looking for? What deals are you hunting for on Black Friday? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, close your eyes, Rosie and Will. The final
around.
season of Stranger Things has hit Netflix, but the service briefly crashed when a rush of fans flocked to the streamer to tune in. We'll tell you more just ahead. Hey, you can look now. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street this morning. A cloudy start to your day, sitting at 1 degree, and we're seeing some of those scattered flurries this morning, which I told you we could see, and blowing scattered flurries as well as we're dealing with some stronger winds. Time now for your morning fix, and love was in the air last night at the Ottawa Charge game.
You know, I love this community. I love everything it has given to us. And I can't think of a better moment to ask Danny.
So that's Teresa and Danny, and they were featured as the Ottawa Charge season ticket holders of the game. Teresa then took the opportunity to pop the question, and the crowd, as you heard, went absolutely wild. And Danny, of course, said yes, as you could see. Isn't that cute?
Love that. And they came out with a big win. It was just positivity across the whole board.
So much to celebrate last night at the Ottawa Charge game. Well, here's your forewarning. The final season of Stranger Things has hit Netflix.
This is gonna work. Yeah, it better work. It's not like we're conspicuous or anything.
It's okay. Not too much is given away by that clip, okay? The Coming of the Age sci-fi series released its first season July 2016, and it is most recently back in 2022. Netflix says viewers have been getting caught up with all 4 previous seasons. Among the top most viewed titles on the platform, Stranger Things Season 5 releases in 3 parts, with the first streaming now on Netflix, the next on Christmas Day, and the last one on New Year's Eve. After the drop last night, several social media users reported that Netflix actually crashed as fans rushed to the service to stream the final season. And no surprise that it crashed. I find that does happen with streaming services sometimes. If there's a big influx, it just doesn't work.
Well, I remember when they tried to do the first live stream with the Jake Paul fight, and it was just like it was like almost 40% of users, like you just couldn't watch it, and then it was staggered along. Obviously, they probably fixed some of the stuff, but for this one, like, there's just so many people that want to watch it. I'm glad we didn't stay up to not be able to watch it.
Exactly. And I need to be all in, so that's why I was like, nope, going on the weekend. I don't know if I can hold out till then, but I'm going to try.
I'll try too. I'll try with you.
After the success of 2 Wicked movies, Universal is reportedly considering plans for a sequel. Wicked for Good brought in nearly $150 million US across North America in its opening weekend. That marked the best opening ever for a Broadway adaptation. Universal Pictures Chief Marketing Officer Michael Moses has now told Vulture that things are underway to tell a new story set in that same version of the Land of Oz. He added that there's still lots of details to figure out. Makes sense that they're going to try and capitalize off this franchise, right? It's so successful.
My mom saw it on Tuesday, and she said, yeah, they're going to make another one. And I was like, Mom, I don't know. And she's right.
Right, yeah.
Mama always knows.
Mama always knows. Mom, you were right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sure fans will be excited knowing there may be another one in the works.
Definitely be excited for that. All right, here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam, and got some snowflakes falling right there, Melissa.
And blowing as well, as we're dealing with some intense winds this morning, gusting out of the southwest 30 to 50 kilometers an hour.
It's Thursday, November 27th.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The city of Ottawa moves to buy a private landfill in the East End, but details are sparse and residents are frustrated.
OC Transpo is exploring the use of artificial intelligence to help with crime prevention measures. But as the system gets smarter, there are concerns about privacy.
Now, paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
And the Ottawa Charge pick up their first home game win of the season. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I have to say, I want to thank you for going to Tinseltown a little bit earlier over the last couple of weeks, highlighting some Christmas adventures.
Yes.
Because it is officially on the list this weekend, and I'm going in knowing that it could be a very dangerous
And
venture.
they have a great collection of Christmas socks because I know you've been wearing yours since
Christmas socks.
What, November 1st did you put them on? November 10th?
It was
11th?
it was early
It was
November.
early, yeah. So if you need to replenish, they have lots there.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because this year I haven't picked up any new ones, so it's time.
Perfect. There you go.
All right, we'll get right to our news headlines. The city is one step closer to owning a new private landfill. Council has decided to move forward with a bid to purchase the East End site, but the details are sparse, protected by an NDA.
I realize how frustrating this is. I've been in your situation. I get it. But I got to do my job, and I got to stick to a non-disclosure agreement.
Everything about this stinks, unfortunately, and it makes it hard for everybody on council. We're all trying to, understand and navigate a process that's really unique and rare and one that we haven't really done before.
The landfill is located on Boundary Road near the 417. Area residents say it's the talk of the town.
So we've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The 475-acre site is up for sale and already has all the permits required to operate as a dump. The city's current landfill at Trail Road will be at capacity in 10 to 15 years.
The U.S. president is calling for sweeping immigration changes after a daylight shooting in the Capitol left 2 National Guard members in critical condition. The attack happened blocks from the White House. 2 members of the National Guard were shot while patrolling the streets in what authorities are calling a targeted ambush. The suspect has been named as Ramanullah Lakhanwal. Video shows police and the guard nearby tackling him to the ground.
We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden. If they can't love our country, we don't want them.
Donald Trump has ordered an additional 500 members of the National Guard to the capital city.
At least 55 people have died in an apartment complex fire in Hong Kong, and hundreds of people are still missing. Crews are still working to put out the last remnants of the fire more than 24 hours after it started. 3 construction company executives have been arrested as an investigation has been launched into the renovation project that was happening at the site. Nearly 300 people are still missing.
Charges are pending against a Quebec company after one of its vehicles had a tire come off while driving on the 417. It happened Tuesday near Panmure Road. Police say the bolts on the tire were torqued too tightly, causing the bolts to become stripped and the tire to come off. No one was injured, but police say this is a common occurrence during tire swap season.
A tire had come off the back of a pickup truck that was hauling a trailer with a bobcat on it. Thankfully, the tire didn't go too far and no other vehicles were struck and nobody was injured. If you're traveling at a high speed and the tire flies off, it can be extremely dangerous. We have seen fatalities in the past, tires flying through windshields of oncoming vehicles.
Tire shops say it is important to re-torque your tires after a tire swap. This should be done about 100 kilometers after the tires are put on.
As a significant winter storm moves into the area this weekend, Environment Canada introduced a new color-coded weather alert system.
It just so happens that we are right on time for this winter storm. And so we hope that the color-coded weather alerts will allow the public to understand better their risk from this winter storm.
So instead of stating the hazard alert type, new alerts will now also include a color level. So yellow means hazardous weather, orange severe conditions, and red for very dangerous or possibly life-threatening weather.
The Ottawa Charge picked up their first win of the year.
Paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
Brianne Jenner with the team's first goal of the season, a dominant performance from the Charge. They take down the brand new Vancouver Golden Eyes 5-1. And we're continuing on with sports here. A hockey player from Arn Prior is making excellent use of his call-up from the minors.
One by Yanmark. Up top, Emerson is shot. Through traffic. Score! Connor Clattenburg, his first in the National Hockey League.
Connor Clattenburg scored his first NHL goal in a hard-working play in front of the crease.
He was drafted by Edmonton in the 5th round of the 2023 NHL draft. So he's probably like, finally, I got the one. Maybe it'll open the floodgates now to get a few more behind the net.
Amazing. Oh, just love that. That must be so special.
Yeah.
And that's when you keep the puck and you put the little sticker on it.
Captain
with your first
goes.
goal.
Yeah, it was always a nice special moment for any athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we do have your weather picture of the day, and look what this. Matthew sent this in to us. It's a frosty rosebud.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, we would love to see your weather pictures as well, and you could be featured right here on the show. All you have to do is send them to us. Send an email to weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that email address is weathershots@ctv.ca. In our forecast today, temps just a little bit above seasonal. Normal for this time of the year is about 1.8 degrees, so around 2 degrees, and we'll be reaching a high of 3 later on this afternoon. That sun setting still at 4:23 p.m. Dealing with some intense winds this morning, so a very windy start to your day. We're still seeing these winds gusting out of the southwest, 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. So we will see these stronger winds throughout your morning into your early afternoon, and they will start to calm down later on in this afternoon for us. Areas down in Belleville, Kingston, you actually have a special weather statement in effect. I don't know if you could see this down at the bottom of your screen, and that's because you're expecting more intense winds than us here in Ottawa. You'll be seeing winds gusting 70 to 80 kilometers an hour, so we could see down power lines and some debris flying around in those areas. So keep that in mind if you are traveling anywhere today. Right now, we could see some scattered showers or some light flurries this morning, and we just saw a few light scattered flurries in the forecast early this morning. That's kind of what we will see throughout the early morning hours, and then snow on the way later on this evening as temperatures do drop down. So we are expecting a little bit of snow. Could see about 2 centimeters in total from late this afternoon into your overnight hours. So early tomorrow morning might have a little bit of snow on that drive in. Into your day tomorrow, again, a similar day to today. We could see some scattered flurries kind of off and on throughout your Friday forecast. Clearing up and nice and sunny for Saturday, but we're going to deal with colder temperatures. 1 degree right now in the city, same with in Cornwall, 2 in Montreal, 0 in Brockville so far, 4 out in Kingston this hour. A daytime high for Ottawa today of 3 degrees, same with along the Seaway. Brockville sitting at 3, same within Kingston. 2 for Trenton today, 1 in Petawawa, 0 in Mont Tremblant. So for kids heading out to the school bus this morning, this is what you can expect, sitting at 1 degree. And again, we could see some more scattered flurries in the forecast. You could also see a few raindrops. So because temperatures are hovering around that freezing mark, we could really see a mixture of both some wet snow or even a little bit of rain in the forecast for us. It will get colder as we head in through the weekend. So today's the last real warm day with the exception of Sunday. Overnight tonight falling to -3. Tomorrow -1 is your daytime high. So a colder Friday forecast for us. Staying chilly for Saturday, but nice and sunny overnight, dropping all the way to -10. So cold temperatures overnight for us on Saturday. Sunday, a high of 2 degrees, so normal for this time of the year. We could see some snow mixed in with some rain. Late in the day, though, we are expecting some snow into the evening hours overnight. We could see 5 up to 10 centimeters on the way. Next week, temperatures staying a little bit chilly.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
Here's a live look at your drive-in this morning, and we are definitely seeing some volume that is a little bit heavier now. If you're heading eastbound on the 417, we're dealing with a bit of volume right between the 416 split until Bronson. Slowdowns heading west on the 174 at 10th line until Jeanne d'Arc, and bridges from Gatineau as well are continuing to flow well this hour. Will.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, we have a CTV Your Morning Ottawa exclusive report to bring you this morning. A groundbreaking camp for kids with disabilities and medical complexities. Here is opening right here in Ontario. Camp Lionheart will be located at the former site of Camp Tamarack in the Muskoka region. The camp will meet the needs of kids with diverse abilities, including medical staff and adaptive playgrounds, cabins, and waterfront access. Joining me now to tell us a little bit more is Bela Veturi. She is the director of Camp Lionheart. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
for having me on.
Oh, it's so great. First, I wanted to thank you for having this exclusive and announcing it on our show this morning. It's so wonderful to have you on. How are we feeling about the announcement?
It's still a dream come true. We still tend to pinch ourselves and make sure that this, we've been renting another campground for the past 10 years, so we've been running an overnight experience for our kids and for kids with special needs, and knowing that we can own our own campground and really build a site for our kids to have it all built for accessibility and their medical needs and all of the complexities that come along in a space that's their own. It's exciting, it's humbling, and we're thrilled to see where we've gotten and how far we have our plans to go.
You know, it's so great for so many different reasons, but I want to focus on the children first. Why is it so important for them to have a space like this?
You know, camp and summer experiences are some of the things that we just take for granted as children, or we watch other children go to camp, and knowing that our kids will be able to have that same experience. They'll be able to go boating and canoeing and sailing and rock climbing and have all the other experiences that kids get to have every summer. And I don't know, I'm one of those people who went to camp and know the importance of camp in part of that maturation process and part of growing up and the joy, the happiness. And so knowing that our campgrounds will be a place not just where our kids will have to see other children have a summer, but they'll get to have that magical experience is something that is really a dream for not only us, but for them.
It's so powerful, too, especially when you see the children and they're having these experiences and they're having the support that they need, especially at a place like that. But it's not just wonderful for the kids. It's also great for the parents and the caregivers, too.
Yeah, a lot of families who have children who have medical complexities or are dealing with the world of special needs, of therapy, of medical appointments, of diagnoses, knowing that they'll have a chance that for 11 days this summer they can send their child to a place that knows them, that their child feels safe at, that communication and the medical piece is taken care of, allows them to really get that rest. So whether it's for parents who just need that time to recharge, or maybe it's family or other siblings that want that opportunity to travel or do things they can't do when caring for a child with medical complexity, knowing that they'll have that chance to just breathe and relax is very exciting.
Well, Bayla, congratulations, because this is such a wonderful announcement. And again, we really appreciate you breaking the news on our show this morning. Good luck with everything, and we'll be following along with the journey.
Thank you so much for having us.
The director of Camp Lionheart, what a beautiful story. Rosie, over to you.
Thank you. Well, coming up, we tell you about a unique opportunity that merges empowerment and Pilates. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Got a little bit of light flurries happening right now. It is 7:14. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. Welcome back to CTV Your Morning. Stacey Martin of Stacey Martin Lifestyle. I love her concept of being. It's combining movement, well-being with empowerment and being comfortable, and fashion as well. Good morning to you, Stacey.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Let's talk about this.
Yes.
Okay, about your way of living.
Yeah.
How you're like, okay, Pilates.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about fashion.
Yes.
And empowerment.
Yes. It's all the things.
Yeah.
It really is stemming from my life. So I started as a performing artist, as a Broadway dancer first. When I was in New York City dancing on Broadway, I was the only black woman and I was the only body type of mine.
Okay.
And so these were two things that I always had to be opposing against.
Yeah.
Then I got injured on Broadway.
Okay.
It was okay. I did Pilates to recover, and I took Pilates and it was the same thing. And then fast forward years later, I started a fashion design line, and the fashion design line was all about why can't fashion be comfortable? Why does it have to be with synthetic fabrics? Why can't we have movement through our clothing and feel good at the same time? The same clothing that I had as a dancer. So then I thought it's really important for us to bring all of this together, and really how we feel on the inside, how we move our bodies, is how the clothes look on the outside.
It's how we show up as well, right, into a space.
100%.
If we're feeling very uncomfortable and constricted and we're walking inside, you just don't present as well.
This is it, and it's self-confidence, so it's not just about your size. It's not just about your age. It's about how you move, but the well-being of you.
Yeah. Can we talk about your line
so
here?
I'm
This
wearing
is
the exact
beautiful.
same piece as this. So I have on the Move joggers, which these joggers are just super, super comfortable, allowing you to be in a jogger, but
finish
comfy
right here.
at the same time. Then this wrap has this nice big shawl collar. I love big, deep V's because it frames them through your face. Same one I have. You can put it off your shoulder.
Yes.
It also is a full oversized hood, so you can bring it up all the way on a hood like this. So it's giving you a hoodie, but more elegant than a typical hoodie.
This is really, really, I love this.
thank
I love
you.
this, the way that it's sewn as well, the details. Oh,
And then
look
all
at
the
that.
material is
Yeah.
made out of bamboo and organic cotton.
Okay.
So fashion is the second largest pollutant in the world.
Yeah.
The people buy the clothes, they don't really understand how much pollutant fashion is. So we do minimal runs, we have minimal waste, and we do low impact dyes. And it's all made out of natural fibers.
know.
And the only one that's not natural is this chill wrap, which is a faux fur.
I love this.
But it is just like that accessory that you need. It's a
Comfy is
blanket.
this?
It's comfy, a wearable blanket. You can put it on your end of your desk chair. You can also take it from the side
great
here and
idea.
just button it up over
Oh,
here.
you can button it up over
Yeah,
there.
or just throw it on over.
Becomes a throw.
And then it becomes a throw.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Just really easy.
Stacey, I've got my eye on this outfit right here.
So
this is a onesie?
It's a one-piece jumper with a cape jacket over top. So it's sort of giving you that trench cape with the one-piece jumper.
Yes.
And this one I showed at New York Fashion Week in February.
And how'd it go?
It was
Congratulations.
so good. It was so good. It was
You're
the
at New York
first
Fashion
time
Week.
bringing Pilates to the runway. So I had all the models walking with the Pilates equipment, walking down.
Stacey, wait a minute. You went back to New York
I went
after
back to
being
New
on
York.
Broadway,
Yes.
getting injured, coming back, turning that injury into something so
Yes,
amazing, this
something,
wonderful line. Then you go back for Fashion Week. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
Must
Thank
have been
you.
an amazing moment.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's the second time I did New York Fashion Week,
Okay.
but the first time was obviously just amazing. It was the first time, but this time I felt more centered in what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can understand. It takes a long time. People don't understand when you're running a business.
Yeah.
They think you just, whip it together and you get it together in a couple years. It takes time to
build
evolve
the
in your own
concept.
mind before you can deliver to anyone else.
Where can folks get their hands on this incredible line
Thank
here?
you.
It's
So
beautiful.
I do have a store at 145 York, just around the corner from here, but you can always shop 24 hours online at StaceyMartinLifestyle.com.
StaceyMartinLifestyle.com. This line here, so comfortable. Yeah. It just moves with you. You could do a kick
exactly
when you're in this, right? Did you like that kick?
I liked the kick. I liked the kick. I loved the kick.
Stacey, thank you again.
Thank
Continued
you.
success. This is
Thank
absolutely
you.
beautiful. Stacey Martin Lifestyle. Wonderful line of clothing and comfortable too. I love it. Thank you. Melissa.
2 kindergarten educators have turned their passion for joyful screen-free learning into a resource for teachers and parents everywhere. They are the co-authors of Bluebird in the Classroom book series, now available on Amazon, and they share inspirational and practical tips with us this morning. Please join me today in welcoming Crystal Galveo and Natalie Creamer to the show. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, first tell us about this Bluebird in the Classroom book series.
Sure. So we did something a little crazy. Just last year, we decided to completely get rid of screens in our classroom.
I love that.
And when we did that, something happened that we weren't expecting. We realized how much more connected the students were to us when we actually read to them.
Okay.
And then from there, we wanted to create something that we couldn't find. Like we were reading to them all the time, and we couldn't find exactly what we wanted to teach. So,
and it's important in kindergarten to build connections. If you're not building connections, you're not teaching anybody anything. And so we wanted to show the kids, like, listen, this is a class family.
Yeah.
And what community does every 4-year-old relate to? A family. And so we liken the class family with with similarities and differences of what happens with your home family. For instance, at home, if you have a zipper that needs to be pulled up, you walk up to your adult and you go, and your adult will pull up the zipper.
Right.
But in your school family, there's 2 adults and there's 29 kids, right? And so you need to show me that you're trying before I try. And so putting all these scenarios that are relatable and real and using their own language in the book, instead of us standing up and going, hey guys, it's got to be like this, we're like, this is how Bluebird did it. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, what did she do next? And then and having, and what we didn't expect, Melissa, is that the kids would absorb it so instantly. We were watching them later on in free play, and they're at the puppet theater reenacting after one reading.
Incredible.
And they're asking for the stories over and over again, which just, and we actually wrote them for educators, but parents are buying them. And they're Crystal's daughter. She read it to her daughter as a bedtime story, and I mean, kids don't lie. She's like, Mom, this is good.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to read them to my children. Tell us about the online community that this has also created, that you've created.
So we have a Instagram space in Kindergarten Unplugged, where we like to share things that we're doing in the classroom, activities that we do, and we like to bring the kids out for outdoor learning, and you know, share strategies that we are finding successful with our students.
Amazing. And I know there's probably a lot of parents and maybe educators out there saying, how can I get my hands on these books? What's the best
Amazon.
way to do so? Amazon?
Yeah, just do a search on Amazon, and all 3 books pop up.
Okay.
There are also links on our.
And can you tell us about the differences between the 3 books and kind of what they teach really quickly?
So Bluebird Has a Class Family is teaching how to build a connection in your classroom with the students, and the differences between a home family and at school. Bluebird's Busy Morning is really a lot of our routines, but you know, the idea of following routines at school and how important it is because there's so many of them.
Like, you don't put your backpack on the floor because it's a safety thing, and it's relatable. And again, you know, you share your toys. And
can you write one for Bluebird's Morning at Home? The Busy Morning at Home?
It's funny you would say that.
I'm not there, but every day I get the text messages of how crazy it is at home for my poor husband who has to do it on his own.
So think of that and then add 29.
Yes, no, thank you.
And then this one here, Bluebird learns to listen. Listen, in kindergarten, we have to teach them everything.
Yes, absolutely.
The things you wouldn't think, like, oh, you put all 4 legs of your chair down.
How to sit on a chair.
Right.
and so we go through just the expectations. You know, like if you're humming, which is really soothing and calming when you're nervous, you're not listening to the lesson. And everyone's going to have their hands up, and you're going to be like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, this is incredible. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing these stories with us as well. And again, people could head to Amazon, and your Kindergarten Unplugged is on social media that you could find.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And coming up here at Your Morning Ottawa, we are looking at townhomes on the market in our Bennett Real Estate Rundown. That's just ahead on Your Morning Ottawa. Here's a live look at our Skycam on George Street this morning, starting to see that sun. And we did see some snowflakes earlier this morning, also dealing with some intense winds gusting out of the southwest, 30 to 50 kilometers an hour.
Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
We're going to get right to our news headlines this morning. The city is officially in the running to buy a private landfill in the East End. Council deciding to move forward with the bidding process, but the details are sparse due to a non-disclosure agreement. Area residents, they say everyone's talking about the dump.
We don't want this here, mainly because of our kids, our families, all the families coming here. They're growing up in this neighborhood. We don't need this. It's just wrong. It doesn't belong in a neighborhood.
You're going to put a dump in it? It just doesn't make sense. We've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
Pretty much the dump has been the main topic around any activity out here lately.
No votes were taken during the closed-door session at Council. Staff were only told to move forward with the next steps. The mayor has previously said it is within the city's best interest that they own the dump.
The suspect connected to the shootings of 2 National Guard members near the White House has now been named.
The reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training.
The 2 West Virginia Guard members were on patrol when they were shot. Authorities are calling this a targeted ambush. Both Guard members remain in critical condition. The suspect has been named as Ramanullah Lakhanwal. He arrived in the U.S. in 2021 under an asylum program aimed at protecting Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. President Donald Trump is now calling for all immigration requests from Afghanistan to be suspended. As a significant winter storm moves into the area this weekend, Environment Canada introduced a new color-coded weather alert system. Yellow will indicate hazardous weather, which may cause damage and impact health. Orange signals severe weather causing significant damage and health impacts, while red warns of very dangerous and possibly life-threatening weather with potential for extreme damage.
And a warning to drivers, it will likely be another weekend of traffic gridlock on Highway 417. Crews will be working to repair a water main valve located on the highway around the Vanier Parkway. Starting Friday night at 9:30, 3 westbound lanes will be closed between the Vanier Parkway and the Nicholas Street off-ramp. Both westbound off-ramps from the Vanier Parkway to the Queensway will also be closed, but everything is set to reopen on Monday morning. The City of Ottawa is looking to build housing in a section of green space known as the People's Park in Old Ottawa East. A report by city staff recommends council declare 5 parcels of city-owned land as surplus, including part of this green space on Lees Avenue. The city says the 5 properties could accommodate 400 to 500 new housing units, with affordable housing set to be prioritized.
OC Transpo is exploring the use of artificial intelligence to help with crime prevention measures. But as the system gets smarter, there are concerns about how privacy will impact rider safety. OC Transpo says for now they are exploring the idea of integrating real-time detection AI on their existing security cameras already in use. But some experts are concerned over a lack of clarity on how any data and images are collected and stored and what's being done to protect transit users' privacy.
The fact that all of your movements are going to be captured and retained, who knows where, for how long, is it going to be encrypted? I doubt it. These are some of the issues, the questions that have to be raised.
Once any plans are finalized, OC Transpo will provide an update in their annual report to councillors on the Transit Committee.
The Ottawa Charge picked up their first win of the year.
So paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
Brianne Jenner with the team's first goal of the season. A dominant performance from the Charge. They take down the brand new Vancouver Golden Eyes 5-1. But after recent comments from the team's leadership group about arena size, some fans voiced their concerns.
I want us to keep this team. I want us to keep having this. I don't know if they're going to leave somewhere else in the city or if they're going to have to leave somewhere else entirely, but it's sad.
Last week, the PWHL's leadership told reporters playing at a smaller arena planned for Lansdowne 2.0 was one option that is not on the table.
The Ottawa Senators defeated the Golden Knights in a shootout last night, and the team received more good news earlier in the day. The captain will be back for tomorrow's game.
It's only fitting. Thanksgiving, just excited to be in St. Louis. Have all the boys, the trainers, to mom and dads.
So you are having the whole team?
Whole team. The no contact jerseys coming off.
Brady Tkachuk announced he plans to be back in the lineup tomorrow when the Sens play the Blues in St. Louis. He shared the news on his new Wingmen podcast with his brother and fellow NHLer Matthew. The Sens captain was injured during the home opener against Nashville last month.
New research suggests raccoons living in cities show signs they could become domesticated.
A professor in Arkansas began studying the possibility after noticing raccoons digging through trash on campus. He started to observe how comfortable they seemed in the urban setting. Scientists have previously discovered when animals become domesticated, some of their features evolve, such as developing shorter noses, smaller teeth, and curly tails.
And in this case, researchers examined hundreds of photos of raccoons and found urban raccoon have slightly shorter snouts than rural raccoons.
Yes, and urban raccoons have incredible dexterity. Go to Toronto and watch them going through the trash cans, lifting up the lids and going, "What's up?" and like almost talking to you, like looking at you, going, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
Like I'm having dinner right now. That's
Like,
really something.
Never secure the lid back on nice, Andy. Just leave it off.
Done. There's done.
They are definitely wild in Toronto, that's for sure. And
Oh,
abundant.
yes.
Absolutely. In our forecast today, we're seeing windier conditions throughout your morning. Could see a few more snowflakes in the forecast and some raindrops as well. Little sunshine into the afternoon and then snow on the way later on this evening and cold conditions this week. Right now, we're still seeing those intense winds. So some southwest winds gusting 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour for us here in Ottawa. It will come down into the afternoon, so it's mainly this morning into your early afternoon. Then those winds will taper off into the late part of your day. But areas in Belleville and Kingston, actually more intense winds, so there is a special weather statement in effect. You're dealing winds gusting 70 to 80 kilometers an hour this morning. In our skies, we did see a few scattered snowflakes this morning. Could still see a few more of those throughout your morning, early afternoon. We could also see a little bit of rain, and that's because temperatures will warm up into the day ahead. Oh, as for our evening hours, we are expecting a little bit of snow. So it looks like this evening into the overnight, we could see about 2 centimeters of snow in the forecast. Some flurries continuing into Friday, then Saturday, nice and sunny, clear skies as we start off our weekend, but snow on the way in through Sunday. Temperatures still sitting at 1 degree here in the city, seeing a little bit of sun behind those clouds this morning, same within Cornwall, 2 in Montreal. So for kids heading out to recess today, here's what you can expect this morning. Temperatures hovering around 1 and 2 degrees throughout your morning recess, and yes, still a chance of those scattered flurries or some showers this morning. As we head into the afternoon, could still see those flurries or raindrops in the forecast, and temperatures will warm up to a high of 3 degrees later on this afternoon. Over the next couple of days, it's going to get cold starting tomorrow. Overnight tonight dropping down to -3. Again, more snow on the way later on this evening into your overnight. Tomorrow -1 is the high. That's also the high for Saturday. Cloudier skies tomorrow. We could see some scattered flurries in the forecast. Nice and sunny for Saturday. Cold overnight Saturday, dropping all the way to -10 overnight Saturday. So some chilly conditions on the way. Sunday, we could see more snow on the way. We could see upwards of 5 to 10 centimeters.
And taking a look at your roads on this Thursday morning, we do have a collision at the intersection of Innis and Orleans Boulevard. At this point, that is causing some major delays in the area, so be aware if we haven't left yet, leave yourself a little bit of extra time or maybe take an alternate route. Eastbound on the 417 is seeing minor congestion beginning at the 416 split until about Bronson. Then let's focus on the west route on the 417, also seeing some buildup starting at Walkley until St. Laurent. We also have some slowdowns heading west on the 174 starting at 10th line until about the 417. So lots of updates for you this morning, and continue to drive carefully as we do see that mixed precipitation continuing through the day.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
Lily White is a Canadian author of 8 books. Her latest children's book, Kids Nutrition and It's a Tricky Dance, turns healthy eating into a joyful adventure. She joins us this morning to share more about her book. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, I love that you wrote this. I feel like there's so many great books out there that I need to get my hands on. Tell us more about your book, Kids and Nutrition. It's a Tricky Dance.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me today.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here.
The book came about with my 2 youngest grandchildren. They are now 14 and 12, but when they were 8 and 6, we were at the Cuban Mix, and they are fantastic eaters thanks to their mom. Who, I mean, when they were young, water only, very little sugar, a little 4-year-old. Would you like a cookie? No, Fairy Lily, I've had too much sugar.
Oh, wow.
So they've always been very good with their nutrition, and so we decided to do this together. This is not just Fairy Lily, this is Cat and Zozo.
Okay, so tell me more about what's inside the book.
Well, what's inside the book, John and I took dance classes for 5 years. And I got thinking one morning, let's do it around vegetables at a dance studio.
Oh, cute. That's amazing. So this is about a book of vegetables at a dance studio.
That's right.
Oh,
and
that's so good.
We all know that children have this garden of microbiome in their tummies. These bacteria that really need to be fed good and healthy food, so that that garden can grow.
Yeah, so what does it teach kids inside?
It teaches them that what we eat affects our moods, our sleep. And if we eat properly, if the children are eating properly, really, for families, you know, parents, they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be aware of what we're feeding our children. And the junk food that's there, the bacteria gets all over the place, and then they get moody and tantrums, and sometimes
it's so true.
What's happening, and that's what they're eating. We are what we eat.
I love that, and it's important to instill this at a young age in our youth.
That's right. That's why Tat and I and Zozo decided to let other people know what they already know.
And you make the book fun, so you're learning about nutrition, but in a fun way.
Yes, and I'm a bit of a poet, so of course when we're into the story, I will combine different recipes in rhyme.
Okay.
To make it more
that's
fun.
so much fun. And where can people catch the book or pick up the book?
Well, right now it's on Amazon, of course, and Mill Street Books in Almont will be carrying it because we have book signing.
Oh, nice.
December the 17th.
Okay, tell us more about that.
That is December 17th. I believe it's going to be between 5 and 7 in the evening.
Okay.
We'll be doing a book launch, and Anne at Mill Street would love to have people come in and say hi.
Amazing. Great. And what's been the reviews like so far on people who've picked up the book?
They're excited. They're very excited.
Amazing.
Because it's simple. It's simple, clear, and fun. What do we do? What do we eat, Fairy Lily?
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. And again, you can pick up the book and head to her website for more information on the book signing. Coming up here on Your Morning Ottawa, we look at the most popular style of home in the capital. Taylor Bennett from the Bennett Property Shop joins us next. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam this morning. Cloudy start to your day. Trying to see a little bit of sunshine this morning. Temps right now sitting at 1.
I can't tell you.
Plaster Orleans is proud to support Toy Mountain this year. Please donate a new unwrapped toy at any one of the locations across the city, including the one right here at Plaster Orleans. Plaster Orleans and Toy Mountain, helping families this holiday season.
Welcome back to Your Morning Ottawa. Townhomes are the most popular homes in the city. Here to break down why and why you might want to consider a townhome is Taylor Bennett, a broker from the Bennett Property Shop. Good morning to you, Taylor.
Good morning, Rosie.
Okay, so why are townhomes the most popular form of real estate in the city?
Well, why is a good question. I'm not exactly sure why, but we have a huge variety out them. In fact, we have about 6 times the amount of townhouses per capita than other major cities in Canada do. So they become all different shapes and sizes, all different areas. I think our urban sprawl might have a lot to do with that in terms of how the development happened. But a lot of people might have gone to one townhouse. Maybe your friend or family member owns one, and you think, oh, that's what townhouses look like. Well, they come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are condo, some are freehold, some are large, some are small, some are inexpensive, some are more expensive. So we've got a couple here to cover today.
All right, we got to take a look here. What do you first have for us?
Yes, we got this beautiful property here on Gooseberry, which is a 3-story townhouse. So it's one of the varieties here. A little bit of a newer build that you see here. So a lot of new materials on the inside, kind of newer, trendier colors and designs. Beautiful kitchen there with the granite countertops and stainless steel appliances.
Wow.
You can still see the tape on the stove there, brand new. In other words, we're replacing that. Very bright. Very spacious, high ceilings in here, and you got windows on the 2 sides bringing in tons of light. And this balcony here, lovely balcony overlooking a beautiful park there, so you don't have to worry about kind of looking directly at neighbors. If you've got children outside playing, you could call them in for dinner quite easily from that balcony in there. And then upstairs, of course, you got very spacious bedrooms, nice, well-equipped bathrooms as well, trendy colors on the inside, don't have to worry about updating or changing those anytime soon, and a beautiful front porch that you see there. And that beautiful property there, this for basically a 25-year mortgage with a normal amortization, you're looking at about $2,800 per month. So very affordable on there. That's about roughly what the rent would be if you're renting in that area there.
Is that freehold?
That's the freehold, so no condo fees on that one.
No condo fees
there.
That's
so
beautiful.
Exactly. No, condo fees aren't a problem. It depends what they cover, of course. But if you're looking to avoid condos, fantastic option there.
Okay, so we go from gooseberry to snow goose.
Yes, snow goose, yes. We've got a goose theme here today, of course. Another 3-story townhouse that we see here. And these are all in Barrhaven, of course. Now, this property here, again, being 3 stories, very similar in terms of size. You have a little bit more of a living area downstairs on that main level than you did in the previous one we were looking at. Gleaming hardwood floors that you see in there. Well-equipped kitchen, again, with the granite countertops, that open style, so you can still keep it nice and social down there. Spacious bedrooms, just like the one we were looking at. And this balcony doesn't look at the park, of course, but you don't have a direct access on the neighbors there. And this one here, you're looking at about $2,100 per month in terms of a monthly carry on that. So in terms of rent, you'd be probably renting this out for $2,400 or $2,500, something around that category. Ownership would be closer to $2,100 per month. So fantastic, a nice affordable property there. Great for first-time home buyers, of course, young families or investors that are looking for something to pick up as well.
And it feels so spacious. You walk in and it's just like you're in a fully detached home. It feels like it,
and the nice thing with the 3 stories, yes, there's a little bit more stairs. I live in a 3-story home, but you've got a little bit more privacy. You can have your office on one level, maybe the living area on the next level, your bedrooms on the other one. So if you do work from home, which a lot of us do, nice to have that privacy and the division between each living area.
Okay, so we've moved away now from the gooses, and now we're, what, Roblin?
Roblin, yes. And now this one, a little bit of an older townhouse, but with the older townhouses, you do get a little bit more space. And this one here being a 2-story townhouse. This one's actually probably the largest of the 3 that we're looking at here today. And this one would run you about $2,300 per month on the same kind of mortgage carry. Now this one being a little bit larger, you do have more space and you have a little bit more opportunity to separate each room. You can see the kitchen was a little bit secluded from the living areas, which some people like. If you do cook up a storm, maybe a Christmas or Thanksgiving, make sure you got to keep that kind of mess at bay while your friends can still be social in those rooms there. Good 3-size bedroom, nice sized bedroom, bed areas for everybody to enjoy, of course. Nice, bright, freshly painted. This one also has a finished basement, so additional square footage, additional living there, and a beautiful backyard. You can imagine your little ones, whether it be 4-legged or 2-legged variety running out there. Of course, nice. And this again, $2,300 roughly per month carry on that property. So again, we're very, very affordable, whether you're a first-time home buyer or an investor. Great pickup properties there.
I love how you showed us the variety, because that last one didn't have the 3 floors. It had the 2 floors plus the finished basement, so you've got plenty of room still.
Exactly. You wouldn't have to use the basement if you didn't want to, so maybe you're considering this to be a downsizer, only 1 staircase really to worry about instead of the 3 that the other 2 properties had.
Taylor Bennett, thank you so much for stopping by.
No problem.
Don't forget, you can listen to the Bennett Real Estate and Wealth Show with Marnie Bennett Saturdays at 1 p.m. on 580 CFRA. Melissa.
Well, coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we have your chance to win a pass for Magic of Lights at Wesley Clover Parks. We'll tell you how you can win coming up next.
'Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed. CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
Here are your milestone celebrations for today, and we are going to start off with a happy first birthday. This is going out to Nora. Love from Mommy, Daddy, Tiago, and Cassian. We also have a happy first birthday. This is out to Ariella. This is with love from your big brother Theo, Mommy, and Daddy. And of course, this is part of our crew. We love you so very much. Happy birthday, Ariella, from all of us here at Your Morning Ottawa. We have a happy 54th wedding anniversary to Jack and Chloe from your daughters Jose and Joanne and your grandkids Isabel and Jacob. And if you have a milestone celebrated with us and your birthday announcements for kids turning 13 years old or younger, and for those turning 100 years or more, and wedding anniversaries for those celebrating 50 years or more, all you have to do is send us an email, Your Morning Ottawa Milestones at ctv.ca, and we'll be sure to get your announcement on the air. And get ready for the most wonderful time of the year, Ottawa. Magic of Lights is back at Wesley Clover Parks for its 10th incredible season, running until January 3rd. A 2-kilometer drive-through with over 2 million twinkling lights, and we have your chance to win a car pass to experience the magic for yourself. All you have to do to enter is just visit our contest page at ctvottawa.ca. Good luck. Here's a live look through our sky cam this morning. Starting to see a little bit of sunshine out there, but it is still windy, dealing with some stronger winds gusting 30 to 50 kilometers an hour.
It's Thursday, November 27th.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The city of Ottawa moves to buy a private landfill in the East End, but details are sparse and residents are frustrated.
I support the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister has a vision, and something really good will come out of this.
Very good conversation. Prime Minister Mark Carney is set to announce an energy deal with Alberta that could lay the framework for a new Alberta to BC coast pipeline.
And hit the thrift this holiday season. We give you some tips on finding secondhand treasures for decorating and gifting this Christmas. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I love that coming up, we'll be talking about the thrifting for this holiday season because if you were with us during the Halloween season, we went to Value Village on one of our Halloween segments. And I think I could speak for the three of us where I was so surprised with $50, what you could get costume-wise. Now imagine that for Christmas items.
And I'm not going to lie, as a parent, especially toys, I mean, a lot of the times, especially when kids are younger, your toys are gently used. Like, they look brand new.
True.
And so to be able to give them second life, I think it's just so great. So some fun stuff coming up.
It's so wonderful. That'll be coming up after our news program, so we'll get to our news headlines. The city is one step closer to owning a new private landfill. Council has decided to move forward with a bid to purchase the East End site, but the details are sparse, protected by an NDA.
And I realize how frustrating this is. I've been in your situation. I get it. But I got to do my job, and I got to stick to a non-disclosure agreement.
Everything about this stinks, unfortunately, and it makes it hard for everybody on council. We're all trying to, understand and navigate a process that's really unique and rare and one that we haven't really done before.
The landfill is located on Boundary Road near the 417. Area residents say it's the talk of the town.
So we've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
We're not stupid. The people of Ottawa are not stupid. So why was all this done behind closed doors?
The 475-acre site is up for sale and already has all the permits required to operate as a dump. The city's current landfill at Trail Road will be at capacity in the next 10 to 15 years.
The U.S. president is calling for sweeping immigration changes after a daylight shooting in the Capitol left 2 National Guard members in critical condition. The attack happened blocks from the White House. 2 members of the National Guard were shot while patrolling the streets in what authorities are calling a targeted ambush. The suspect has been named as Ramanullah Lakhanwal. Video shows police and the guard nearby tackling him to the ground.
We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden. If they can't love our country, we don't want them.
Donald Trump has ordered an additional 500 members of the National Guard to the capital city.
Prime Minister Mark Carney is in Calgary today to announce an energy deal with Alberta that could lay the framework for a new Alberta to BC coast pipeline.
I support the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister has a vision, and something really good will come out of this.
Very good conversation. Prime Minister Carney is expected to unveil details of a memorandum of understanding with the Alberta government on a pipeline project. There has been major pushback from coastal First Nations in BC who say a pipeline to the North Coast will never happen. Earlier this week, Carney said BC and First Nations have to agree to any pipeline being built to the Pacific Coast.
As a significant winter storm moves into the area this weekend, Environment Canada introduced a new color-coded weather alert system.
It just so happens that we are right on time for this winter storm. And so we hope that the color-coded weather alerts will allow the public to understand better their risk from this winter storm.
Instead of stating the hazard alert type, new alerts will now also include a color level. So yellow means hazardous weather, orange severe conditions, and red for very dangerous or possibly life-threatening weather.
The Ottawa Charge picked up their first win of the year.
Paper towel, Jenner to Hughes. Back to the captain, walks in, shoots and scores!
And Jenner with the team's first goal of the season.
A dominant performance from the Charge. They take down the brand new Vancouver Golden Eyes 5-1.
Love to see that in the fan base. And a little bit earlier in our show, we actually had a proposal as well at the game. And it was all smiles and colors as they said yes.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic to see. Not so great are skies over the next couple of days and temperatures. It's going to be cold as we head into the weekend forecast. Right now, we're seeing cloudy conditions, a bit of sunshine out there to start off your morning and sitting at 2 degrees, but it will warm up not too much more for where we're sitting already. Also still dealing with these intense winds this morning. Southwest winds gusting 30 up to 50 kilometers an hour. For us here in the city, you can see we're kind of on this bubble of this green and this blue. Some intense winds is expected still for Belleville, Kingston area. We will see these winds this morning right through into your early afternoon. They'll start to calm down later on this afternoon, but areas out in Kingston, Belleville, you actually have a special weather statement in effect. You could see winds gusting 70 to 80 kilometers an hour, so extremely windy for areas along the 401. So if you're driving anywhere today, just be prepared. And of course, we know areas in Toronto, Southern Ontario, and areas in Barrie also preparing for some winter weather on the way, a big winter storm on the way. We're not going to get too much snow here for us in Ottawa. Still just seeing a few light scattered flurries to start things off. Could see a little bit of rain this morning as well as temperatures continuing to warm up into your afternoon. Then this evening, we are expecting a bit more snow on the way. So we could see snow later on tonight, about 2 centimeters in total. So not a lot of snow, just a little bit. Of course, something you will have to dust off the next morning. As we head into your day on Friday, some scattered flurries on the way, but Saturday, nice and clear, lots of sunshine for us. Temps still sitting between 1 and 2 degrees. We're fluctuating a little bit here this hour. 2 in Montreal, 1 in Cornwall, 0 in Brockville, 4 in Kingston, 2 down in Trenton area. A high of 3 today, so won't warm up too much from where we're sitting right now. For us in Ottawa, 1 is the daytime high in Petawawa, 3 in Gatineau, as well as over in Montreal. So temperatures fairly average for this time of the year. Overnight dropping to -3, and again, we could see those stronger winds right through into the early afternoon hours. Colder for tomorrow and a little bit below the norm. A daytime high of only -1. We are expecting some flurries in the forecast for tomorrow. The weekend, a mix, sunshine for Saturday, but cold, dropping all the way down to -10 overnight Saturday. So very cold conditions on the way. Sunday morning will be cold, but warming up to 2 degrees into the afternoon. We are expecting some snow. Looks like we could see anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters on Sunday. On your roads, the collision at the intersection of Innis and Orleans Boulevard has been clear, but we're still seeing some delays in that area because of that earlier morning collision. Eastbound on the 417, minor congestion beginning at Moody in through Bronson and heading west on the Queensway, also seeing build-up starting at Hunt Club Road through Parkdale. Some slowdowns heading west on the 174 starting at 10th line into the 417. Will.
Well, we all know that life is just getting more and more expensive. So coming up right after the break, we'll show you why thrifting might be the greatest way to celebrate this holiday season and save you some extra money. Look at all these goodies. That will be coming up just ahead after the break. We got something for everyone. Taking a peek outside there, after your glass sky cam, and it might not seem like it now, but I think it'll start to feel Christmas-like as some snow comes in the forecast as we head into the weekend and temperatures fall. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We know life is getting a little bit more expensive. We got Christine joining us from Value Village to not only think about thrifting this time of year, but also coming up with some creative ways to get extra festive and save you some money. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I love everything about this, especially with what we can do. The first thing I want to talk about is why is thrifting so popular right now?
Well, because there's so much to choose from, right? There's different things that you can find at Value Village that's just under $10. And nowadays, everyone wants to save, but also be creative. So, and it's fun just to find things that are unique that you're not going to see anywhere else at the moment.
And I love that so much because, you know, during our Halloween show, we had the $50 gift card, and we got so many things. We were all so surprised. So what are some of the items that you brought with us today that we can start keeping our eyes peeled for?
Yeah, for sure. You have to visit our jewelry department. For this necklace right here, it's only $12.99 with a nice jewelry box that you can gift it in. So it's repurposing the items as well, right? It's not just a box. It can also be repurposed for future. So
I love
really
that.
love
And you know what's so great too is when you come in, I know that your staff is so wonderful. You coming in and being creative with those ideas, you know, helping you, not just like with an item, but doing something like that where you can repurpose some stuff.
Definitely. So when you come to Value Village, you have to have an open mind, right? Because you're hunting for treasures, right? And if you're stuck, just call one of our team members and we'd be happy to assist you.
Oh, I love that. All right, what else you got for us today? Because there really is something for everyone.
Yeah, so we have almost brand new toys, as you can see right there, right? We have some great fashions, pajamas as well.
In the perfect color for this holiday season.
That's right. And you can also kind of make your own burr box right here. So this is a decanter that you just kind of put some bath salts in. And again, it can be repurposed and it looks pretty.
Oh, look at that. And then our photographer right now, he's zooming in on the Sens ornament because he's a big Sens fan. And it's so great. You know what? We talk about that because the first thing maybe you think about is like coming in and getting a gift on a budget. But then there's also something that's really creative. And I love that you pointed this out to me because I love just opening gifts and you've got something really cool to show us today.
Yeah. So like I said, have an open mind. It's not just buying gifts. It's also repurposing things, right? So for example, like this, this is a pillowcase that I've made. So you could stuff a sweater in there and just put a bow and just make it look like a gift. So.
And I love that. And that also could be a gift on the gift too.
And it can be repurposed. Same thing with this one. This is a glittered pillowcase and it can transition into the new year.
Oh, I love that. You guys are so creative at finding these perfect ways on a budget. And again, you can do so much with so little. And what do people need to be aware of when they come into the store? Is there something like sections they should go to for this holiday season, or what's the best course of action?
Anywhere, really. The possibilities are endless. Go to housewares department. You'll always see some great home decors, great jars so that you can put anything that you've made, like DIY, baked goods that you can regift as well. So,
I love that. And Christine, we just had the map up of all the different locations that people can go to. And it's not too early and it's never too late because there's always something there. Really appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right, Melissa, so I'm going to maybe pick out 1, 2 items. I'll get something for you, but I'll toss it to you for now.
Oh, so many great ideas. And up next, we're giving you more great gift ideas from local makers. Our live local shopping spree is coming up next with some great artwork we can't wait to showcase you. Here's a live look from our Skycam as well on George Street this morning. Starting to see a little bit of sunshine out there to kick off your day. Temperatures reaching a high of 3 degrees this afternoon.
'Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
The West Carleton Art Society is holding their annual holiday show. All pieces from 20 artists are under $200. And we have 3 vendors with us this morning to show off some of their work. First up, we have Pamela Stewart. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so great. Tell us a little bit more about this show. It seems fantastic.
It is. So this is kind of their annual holiday show. So as much as we're fine artists, we all have stuff that's really giftable.
Okay.
And a lot of variety and everything from like paintings and whatnot, but we've got leggings and ornaments, and there's woodworking and different things that are perfect for gift ideas.
So tell us a bit about your artwork that you do.
Well, again, like I did bring one of my little pieces.
Cute.
It's like
stunning. Yeah. What kind of medium is this?
It's mixed media with alcohol inks and resin epoxy on top.
Beautiful.
So this is the bulk of my fine art.
Okay.
It's bigger pieces like that.
And you make it wearable.
I do. So
That's
I have
fun.
a selection of leggings. I'm even wearing a pair.
Cute.
Right now. And they're on special for only $25 at the show. And then I've got some hand-painted glass ornaments, which, you know, can be like a really nice hostess gift or something special for your tree.
Gift, always something I'm looking for this time of the year.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to move on and see what Kimberly has in store for us. Good morning to you.
Hi.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your artwork.
Well, I love, as you can see, colors and flowers and nature in general and texture.
I was going to say, lots of texture I'm seeing on here as well. So what do you use to create this texture?
Well, I've mixed up a medium that uses like molding paste, basically, and then I use the paint itself as well in very thick application.
Oh my goodness, beautiful. Such stunning pieces.
Thank you.
And what really inspires you? I'm seeing a lot of nature.
Yeah.
Is that what inspires you?
Yeah, I'm a nature girl at heart for sure, and I think color is allows me to express myself.
Okay.
And it gives me a lot of joy.
I love that. And you even have some little gifting cards as well.
I do. I've made those specifically for the West Carleton show.
Okay.
And each one of those is watercolor, so it's a little different medium.
So a little change up. And where can people find you for more information?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Silver Heights Creative, and I just launched my website.
Amazing.
Yeah, so Kimberly-Silver Heights Creative on Shopify. And also various little places around town. I am at the Commons downtown, 187 Sparks. I'm also in Skylark at a cafe in Carp, and
great.
a few other places.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we want to catch up with Jasmine. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Tell us about your artwork.
Yeah.
Right away, I noticed the vibrant colors.
So I'm an 80s child, so I love my fluorescence.
I can see your nails,
yes, my nails
your lips.
too. So vibing with that, and I love abstract.
Okay.
I love juicy, punchy colors that just make me. They're like my happy place.
Yeah,
I
all
love
the details
so
in
much.
it. And what inspires you? Because I'm seeing so many different types of things created in one.
Yes, like I am really inspired by Banksy, his work as well, which is like with the little girl, the little baby girl. Lots of colors, lots of just like really happy colors. I find just kind of lifts my mood as well, and just a joy to paint.
Okay, and tell me about your ornaments, because these are stunning.
Yes, so I painted a few ornaments as well on wood rounds.
Okay.
And that's going to be available at the show too. So just kind of like an eclectic mix, different like Christmas vibes, like the Coca-Cola, that Coca-Cola commercial, just classic.
Right?
It just gives me chills still. So kind of just paint what I'm feeling.
And all different sizes of paintings as well. Like you have some really tiny ones, a little bit larger, round, circle, square.
For sure. I like to give people options because I know too sometimes people don't have room for like big paintings, and maybe just like a smaller one. And then it's also a different experience painting on a small canvas versus like a big one.
Okay.
So it's really fun to kind of do different canvas sizes as well. So
and really quickly, where can people find your artwork?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram and on YouTube, Feeling Nifty, and I have my website, feelingnifty.com as well.
Feelingnifty.com. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming in, and we just want to remind you where you can catch this. Of course, this is the West Carleton Art Show. It's their holiday show. It is happening at Mess Hall, 2240 Craigside Road in Carp. And again, that's happening Friday and Saturday, 3 to 8, and then Saturday, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. this weekend. Will.
Beth Young joins us from Flowers Talk Tivoli because you know what? It's getting a little bit cool outside and people aren't spending as much time outside in nature, but we're going to take all that beautiful warmth and beauty and bring it inside. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Will. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's so great because, you know, being outside and being in nature is honestly the most grounding, wonderful feeling. So what you have today is we're going to take that and we're going to bring it indoors.
Exactly, exactly. So this is a little bit of some of the offerings that we have at Flowers Talk Tivoli. So right now you walk into our flower shop and it is like walking in nature on top of all the pine needles and the fur on the floor. But we have like all these just different beautiful greens and the textures and the smell. It just smells absolutely amazing.
It does, and it changes the complete aura of your home when you have this greenery inside. Like you just feel better. Aesthetically, it looks nice, so it's so wonderful. So what are some things that we should be thinking about with these flower arrangements?
We want something that's going to last as long as possible through the holiday season. So I love like the beginning of December, starting off with just a really beautiful base of stunning greenery. Like even that for the holiday season is amazing. Fresh flowers usually only last about 7 days or so. So it's really nice to be able to keep something like that in your home long lasting. And then maybe before you're hosting, pop in a couple of beautiful flowers. So if you're feeling creative, I will give you some of these gorgeous red heart garden roses. And I've already cut these for you. And you can place those in wherever you think Martha Stewart would place them.
All right, Martha, what do you think? That one? I know she's watching somewhere.
Somewhere. Always rules of 3 is what she likes to do.
Yeah.
So this is something that you would do right before, maybe a couple days before you're hosting, so that you have that beautiful fresh floral in there, but you still have the winter greens, and you're not just putting on a show of having fresh flowers for when your guests come over.
Oh, I love that too. And the best part about this too is like from fall to winter season, like just adding in some accessories can completely change the vibe of your flower pot.
Exactly. Like really I'm not a glitzy girl, or we don't like dyed flowers or things like that, but what better during the holiday season is to add in like a little bauble. It catches the candlelight really nicely on the table and just really pretty. And this is skimmia, which is a shrub from Vancouver. We absolutely adore it. It will last all season long, and it will actually have little white flowers on it. It comes in lime green and burgundy, so pretty. And then we always love to bring in some of the eucalyptus, which is the seeded. There's that Carolina sapphire that's over here, so it has like that nice spicy fragrance. And one
like
rule,
pepper.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And one rule of thumb when you're designing well is that you want to be able to have your guests, if they like each other, see each other over the table. So you want to put your elbow to your fingertips, and you don't want to have any of the bulk of your arrangement up here unless you don't want to see the people on the other side of the table. So every once in a while you do one of these. It's okay to have like, you know, pretty little things dancing on the top, but you don't want the bulk of your arrangement because you worked hard on this. You spent money at our flower shop, so you don't want someone to take that arrangement, take it off the table.
That's right. It all depends who's building the flower arrangement. You know, if it's my mother or I, it's going to be nice and low. But perhaps if it's my father's, it might be a little taller.
A little grander.
I love that. If people are looking to get more involved with you specifically, because this is such a great idea, and again, it can transform your entire space. And where would they find you, my friend?
We're at 282 Richmond Road, right in the heart of Westboro, and we are 37 years old. And we love our neighborhood, we love our community, and everybody's just been so fabulous to us.
Oh, it's so great. Anytime that we can highlight some amazing local businesses, we love to do that. Elizabeth, we really appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for your creativity, Will.
All right, we are feeling festive as we continue on through our journey and show, but we still got a little bit of time left. For more information there, you can head to 282 Richmond Road to get your flowers in the festive vibe season. Rosie, we will send things over to you.
Thank you, Will. Part of the Byward Market community for over 21 years, serving authentic Thai food. Coming up, we check out one of the best Thai places in the capital. There they are, preparing things over at the Your Morning Ottawa kitchen. We'll be right back after this short break. Here's a live look through our sky cam on this cloudy Thursday morning. Good morning, Ottawa.
Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
We've had a nice little fun show prepared. Yeah. But as always, we save that nice, delicious food towards the end of our show.
I am so excited about this. Just authentic Thai food. The restaurant's been around for over 20 years. I was just talking to the all-Thai chef team. Yeah. And I almost got caught up there. I had to run back to make it back in time. But it smells amazing, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. I love Thai food too. Tom yum soup, pad Thai, all the things.
Look at her.
Green curry.
There you go.
So delicious. An athlete, Rosie, able to make it no matter how much time we have left before the commercial break.
Even with these heels on.
Still sprinting as always. All right, we'll get to that soon. We're going to start with our news headlines. The city is officially in the running to buy a private landfill in the East End. Council deciding to move forward with the bidding process, but the details are sparse due to a non-closure disagreement. The residents say that everyone's talking about the dump.
We don't want this here, mainly because of our kids, our families, all the families coming here. They're growing up in this neighborhood. We don't need this. It's just wrong. It doesn't belong in a neighborhood.
You're going to put a dump in it? It just doesn't make sense. We've been protecting the land all these years. It just doesn't make sense.
Pretty much the dump is the main topic around any activity out here lately.
So no votes were taken during the closed-door session at council. Staff were only told to move forward with the next steps. The mayor has previously said that it is within the city's best interest to own the dump.
The suspect connected to the shootings of 2 National Guard members near the White House has now been named.
The reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training.
The 2 West Virginia Guard members were on patrol when they were shot. Authorities are calling this a targeted ambush. Both Guard members remain in critical condition. The suspect has been named as Ramanullah Lakawal. He arrived in the U.S. in 2021 under an asylum program aimed at protecting Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. President Donald Trump is now calling for all immigration requests from Afghanistan to be suspended. A significant winter storm as it moves into this area this weekend. Environment Canada introduced a new color-coded weather alert system. Yellow will indicate hazardous weather, which may cause damage and impact health. Orange signals severe weather causing significant damage and health impacts, while red warns of very dangerous and possibly life-threatening weather with potential for extreme damage.
And a warning to drivers, it will likely be another weekend of traffic gridlock on Highway 417. Crews will be working to repair a water main valve located on the highway around the Vanier Parkway. Starting Friday night at 9:30, 3 westbound lanes will be closed between the Vanier Parkway and the Nicholas Street off-ramp. Both westbound off-ramps from the Vanier Parkway to the Queensway will also be closed. Everything, though, is set to reopen on Monday morning. The City of Ottawa is looking to build housing in a section of green space known as the People's Park in Old Ottawa East. A report by city staff recommends council declare 5 parcels of city-owned land as surplus, including part of this green space on Lees Avenue. The city says the 5 properties could accommodate 400 to 500 new housing units, with affordable housing set to be prioritized.
OC Transpo is exploring the use of artificial intelligence to help with crime prevention measures, but as the system gets smarter, there are concerns about how privacy will impact rider safety. OC Transpo says for now they are exploring the idea of integrating real-time detection AI on their existing security cameras already in use. But some experts are concerned over a lack of clarity on how any data and images are collected and stored and what's being done to protect transit users' privacy.
The fact that all of your movements are going to be captured and retained, who knows where, for how long, is it going to be encrypted? I doubt it. These are some of the issues, the questions that have to be raised.
Once any plans are finalized, OC Transpo will provide an update in their annual report to councillors on the Transit Committee.
It's a Lego Wonderland at Nova Scotia's Museum of Natural History.
Once again, our annual Lego show brings out Lego enthusiasts from all around to see our great Lego city. Lots for people to see and explore here at the museum.
Love this. The museum is once again hosting Bricks by the Sea annual holiday Lego show. Every year is a little bit different with some new additions, sets, and layouts.
The museum itself is built into the exhibit this year, and Woody, the talking Christmas tree, even makes an appearance. It runs now through till January 3rd. Lego, Lego, Lego.
So Woody is their like big tree that they light up, remember?
Yes.
And it has like that weird face in the middle of the tree.
That we thought was maybe a little bit spooky.
Maybe it's a little creepy for kids.
But I love that they're doubling down, right? It's not just there, but then it's also at the Lego holiday show too. Yeah, Woody is everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, you know, kids make little mini like ones out on their front lawn.
Could do that too.
Yeah.
Imagine just a neighborhood of like snow globes of just Woody everywhere like that.
With the face.
You'd be driving by like, where are we?
Yeah, exactly.
But love it.
Well, we could have some fresh snow in the forecast this weekend to make some fresh snowmen outside. Right now, we're sitting at a 1 degree, a high of 3 this afternoon. Average is about 1.8. So we'll be a little bit above our normal daytime highs. We're still dealing with those strong winds this morning. Winds gusting out of the southwest, 30 to 50 kilometers an hour. So it's a very windy day in the forecast, especially this morning into your early afternoon. You'll see as the day progresses, the winds will calm down in speed. So not as windier tonight and into our overnight. Winds will come down, but areas in Belleville, Kingston, special weather statement in effect. Winds gusting 70 to 80 kilometers an hour. So some very intense winds for areas along the 401. Right now, we're still dealing with cloudy skies. You can see a little bit of white, a little bit of gray matter. That is some scattered flurries. So some areas seeing a few scattered flurries early this morning. Could still see some rain into your late morning, early afternoon as temperatures do warm up. Then this evening into your overnight, we're expecting a bit more snow on the way tonight. So we could see upwards of 2 centimeters on the way. Tomorrow, some flurries possible, but then Saturday, nice and clear. We have beautiful sunshine on the way as we head into the weekend, but colder temperatures this weekend as well. sitting at 3 degrees for our daytime high. We will reach that late this afternoon. Same within Cornwall, 3 in Brockville, 2 along Trenton for today. 1 is the daytime high in Petawa with 3 over in Gatineau. So over the next 7 days, you'll see colder conditions on the way and a little mixture of everything in our skies. Tomorrow, some flurries possible, but a high of only -1. Staying cold for Saturday, but nice and sunny, especially that overnight low dropping all the way down to -10. So outdoor activities Saturday night, it will be very cold, so make sure you're dressed warmly. Sunday warming up, very average conditions in terms of our temperatures, but we are expecting snow. Could see a little bit of rain in the afternoon, changing to snow in the evening hours as temperatures fall to -4. 5 to 10 centimeters is what we could see for the end of the weekend. Then next week, a mixture of sunshine, some flurries, but colder conditions from Monday right through into the middle of the work week.
Weather brought to you by Yeckendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
Eastbound on the 417, seeing minor congestion beginning at Moody and through Bronson. Heading west on the Queensway, also seeing buildup starting at Hunt Club in through Parkdale. Some slowdowns heading west on the 174, starting at 10th line until the 417.
From traditional curries to Bangkok street food, Khao Thai restaurant is serving authentic Thai food with all that Thai love. Good morning to you both. I've got Parichitarai and Kapi Maiho. We're so glad that you can both be here. Talk about Khao Thai restaurant. It's been around for 21 years?
Yes, we have been in the market on Murray Street for 21 years, and we love this neighborhood.
Okay, you love the neighborhood. Talk about what you're bringing, this restaurant. You really wanted to just highlight Thai food, Thai street food, and other items on the menu.
Yes, well, we cook like authentic Thai food, and all our chefs, they are Thai.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
I love that.
Yes,
yeah.
And so we use real Thai flavors. Everything we remain the same as we cook at home.
Yeah.
And we use the fresh ingredients.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you have recipes from maybe your family, your grandmother that are on the menu?
Yes. So we have our signature dish.
Okay.
It's this one.
What you got?
This guy here.
Oh.
So it's the fillet of salmon and simmer in a red coconut. Ooh. And we put in the whole young coconut, so the aroma of the yes,
it's beautiful, and it's fresh.
Yes, so you will get the aroma from the coconut and the sweetness from the coconut meat.
Yes, exactly, and then you can have that with some rice. Rice is a staple in Thai food. And then, okay, so why don't we talk, Kapi, about what you're going to make for us today and what's on the menu at Khao Thai.
Yeah. Now we have the special menu.
Yeah.
It's called Panang Pet. Is the pet is mean a duck in Thai.
Oh, it's duck. Okay,
yes.
Okay. All right. So this sauce looks absolutely heavenly. Can we talk about this? Always very flavorful, the sauces in Thai food, right?
Yes, yes. So this is the Panang, and it's the same family as the red curry.
Red curry.
Yes. So, but make it different is more creamy and more smooth and a little bit less spicy.
A little less spicy.
And what it makes it more unique because it's a crunchy ground peanut in it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's really
so
good.
When it's, we use the dark bread, so it's pairing very well.
Okay. So, Par, while you're talking about this, I'll let Kapi go ahead and plate it for us here. Because I love the red curry. Can you tell me the difference in flavor between the red curry and the yellow curry? Is red a little bit stronger?
Yes. The most spicy one is the green curry.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then after that will be a red curry. And
go ahead. You can
the yellow curry is very mild. So,
it's mild.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But I'm wondering this part. What if you come and you go, I want some Thai food, but you're like, not too spicy. Can you regulate that?
Yes. So
that's great.
People always think that Thai food is spicy.
Yes.
But on the menu, we have like pad Thai, which is not spicy at all. It's like the rice noodles. And we also have pad see ew, which is like the stick rice noodles.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah. You have a lot of variety on the menu,
yes,
don't you?
Yes. So, and also today we also have the Bangkok street food.
Oh, you got the street food for us. Right in the middle here? What is this here? What do you call
this? The everyday, like in Thailand. it's a go-to-go dish. Like I'm hungry.
It's beautiful.
So it's the minced chicken with the fresh chili and the garlic.
Yes.
And the stir fry with basil. And we serve with jasmine rice and top up with the eggs.
Well,
So
yes.
you get all the protein and everything. So
Yeah, I tell you, the presentation is absolutely amazing.
Thank
and
you.
I know that you really look for that, right?
Yes,
Because that
mhm.
is part of the whole experience.
yes. So
It's beautiful. Okay, where are you located?
we on 103 Murray Street.
Yes, okay.
And
Right here in the Byward
in the Byward Market. So it's a good location because
Yeah.
it's off the busiest on the Karens a little bit.
Yes,
So we love it. Mhm.
Okay, so I'm eyeing that salmon right there
Yes.
with the coconut. I'm gonna just take out. Now I don't have a fork, but I'm gonna take this home. How's that sound?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
and
Be
I
my
will try
guest.
that. Par and Copy, thank you so much for coming by. Cow Thai, a beautiful spot, been around for over 20 years. You can see your passion and your love right here in
Yes,
the menu.
yes.
It's wonderful. Continued success to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for having
very
us.
much for coming by. How do you say thank you in Thai?
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
hey, that's beautiful. Oh, yeah, there you go. If you know of a great chef or restaurant you think we should feature on Your Morning Kitchen, let us know. Your Morning Ottawa at ctv.ca. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. A somewhat cloudy start to your day. We may get a few more flurries into the afternoon. 8:44, you're watching Your Morning Ottawa.
Join us next week as we highlight the local charities that support our community.
Live Local Giving Week on CTV Your Morning Ottawa. Brought to you in part by Kelly Funeral Homes and Capital Funeral Home and Cemetery.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Another Christmas-filled weekend is upon us, kicking it off with Santa's Parade of Lights in Orleans on St. Joseph Boulevard on Saturday. Gets underway at 6 p.m. and it's in support of CTV and Move 100's toy mounting campaign. New unwrapped toys will be collected along the parade route, and you'll also have the option to make tap or cash monetary donations. Next on the list is the Black Bears home opener. Get ready to get your claws up. It all starts at 7 p.m. Saturday at Canadian Tire Center. Black Bears fans are invited to experience a very high-energy night of lacrosse as they kick off their second season. Still a few tickets available, but make sure you grab yours before they sell out. And if you haven't been to a Black Bears game, trust me, you have to check one out. And last on the list today is the Carp Farmers Christmas Market. This is a two-day market that showcases over 70 local vendors, plus live music and even visits from Santa. Great one to help you get on top of that holiday shopping or just to browse with a friend or the family. Lots more happening around the capital this weekend. For the full list and all the details, check ctvottawa.ca/weekenders. For the iHeartRadio Weekenders, I'm Tanea Taylor. Have a great one.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
An expert panel is calling on the Ontario government to tighten its definition of what counts as an e-bike in an attempt to improve safety and reduce the number of fatal crashes. Why don't we check in right now with Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on 580 CFRA for his thoughts. Good morning to you, Bill.
Morning, Rosie. Yeah, I thought this review is very interesting, the report, because I've been an advocate for a long time. We've talked about it as well, that if it has a motor of some kind, you should have to have a license. And I know people say, well, what about kids who want to use e-bikes? Kids can pedal. We pedaled. They'll be fine. That's okay. E-bikes are great. They get people who might not be quite as fit, people who may have injuries or whatever, getting a little older. They can get out there and get some exercise pedaling to assist the e-bike along. So I think it's great, but I do think we need licensing. This report, though, shows that licensing is not going to be enough. It's going to be a regulation at the manufacturing side, because the half dozen or so deaths they looked at here, what an interesting and frightening pattern it shows. There were mostly middle-aged men who had suspended driver's licenses and some kinds of drugs or alcohol in their systems when they died. And it looked like the e-bikes had been modified so that you don't have to pedal. In effect, they turned them into motorcycles, probably because they'd lost their driver's licenses. So they were making it into a motorized vehicle and using it accordingly, but not in the ways that you can legally. First of all, they probably shouldn't have been on them at all if they had been suspended from their driver's license. So I think we really need to look hard, as the report suggests, at how we manufacture them and how we regulate the ones that are coming into the country, because these are very dangerous and really heavy bikes that can kill people, including not just the riders, but people who are hit by them.
Yeah, you know what, Bill, I 100% agree with you. If you're in Toronto, it's like dodge the e-bike. On the sidewalk, they're there because they're on the sidewalk for a moment and then they get off into the bike lane, which they are not supposed to be in. They're supposed to be on the road.
In and out and all over the place. And some of them are obviously modified.
Yes.
And they're being used like motorcycles. I went to a soccer game in Toronto, and you could see these massive e-bikes that had driven right up along the sidewalks in huge crowds of people and tied up outside the stadium. I mean, that's just an accident waiting to happen, isn't it?
Absolutely. I agree. Licensing for the e-bike riders, and as well, you got to go through the pipeline from the manufacturer as well, so it cannot be modified. Agree with you right there, Bill. Bill, have a great show.
You too.
Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFR8 weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
All right, we got a story for you here. A listener wrote to Sophie and Jeff on Move 100 with this issue. Does the perfect, most thoughtful birthday gift still count if he got the idea with the help of ChatGPT? That's the topic of our Therapy Thursday throughout this week.
Carol says, overreacting 100%. You said it was the perfect birthday. Who cares where the ideas came from? He still had to act on the suggestions and make it special. Take the win. The only red flag, she says, though, is your attitude towards his efforts.
Oh, my God. I'm a guy, and I should be high-fiving the guy. But first of all, his biggest mistake was, why tell her, idiot, first of all?
That is true. Why even bother telling her?
I thought of you, sweetheart. Just lie.
Well, maybe because he was setting the bar, and now he's like, oh, God.
Why not just date ChatGPT?
Okay, but he would have had to put in all of the details that would have made it tailored to her.
No.
Yeah.
No, it would have told him what to do. He would have just made phone calls. Wow. Amazing.
I'm trying to put myself in Cece's shoes, and if Ryan used ChatGPT to plan a birthday for me, I don't think I would be offended.
Okay.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's already done that. I have no idea.
Right, because he's smart. He doesn't say it.
I think this is the way of the future. Does that upset you?
It's fine. I mean, it means I don't have to think of anything. And I know you think that he thought of things, but he really didn't. He just said, like, I could just pipe in what my wife is, who she is.
What your wife likes, her interests, those things you would have had to pipe in.
Sure, and then it will just tell me how to be thoughtful. Instead of me
I do
being
understand
thoughtful.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
But again, what is their relationship like? Is he always using ChatGPT for everything? Like, is he dumb?
Well, he is now because it was the perfect day.
I don't know. I think for the first time, I actually have to go away from Hopper in this one because I know that, like, I love being creative and thinking about these things, but the creativity just might not be there. So he was trying to make it work, and he did do something, even though maybe not all of the major ideas came from him.
Because they always say, like, it's the thought that counts, not the actual gifts or putting the effort in. But is it going to ChatGPT kind of also putting a lot of effort in? Like, obviously, he's trying to be considerate and, like, get that incredible gift and those incredible ideas. So he is still putting effort in by doing that.
A little research, maybe?
Yeah,
I'm with Jeff, though. I'm like, why say anything? Why say how you got that information? Just present the gift, right? Because you did the work. I mean, and you know what? You said the thought that counts, but I guess the thought is coming from AI, not necessarily from him. But I'm still like, why say anything? Just go, this is for you, baby. I bought it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just outed himself. Yeah,
enough said.
Terrible move. All right, we're gonna take a peek outside through our sky cam on George Street. Not a lot of snowfall on the ground anymore after the rain, but it will be returning this weekend, getting us set for the final month of the year. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
That's it for us today. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we will see you right back here 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Take good care.